Test, test. There we go. Test, test. Hi, how are you?
It's the only place where there's a flat, elevated surface. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, you can also use them to, my trainer has me do them for like this, and he has me do bridge, and then push the leg out, and it's like a butt thing. It's really easy. Not gonna do that.
seasons of yoga. See how rare it is? It's every year at the same exact time.
It's such a beautiful day, everyone to get it out
And we'll go to
early.
brunch and heck, get out in the park, right? Go for a dog walk or some shit. I get it.
Some day drinking would be nice too.
Hmm?
Perfect day for a little day drinking.
Yoga will always be there for you.
Do my yoga first.
Touching nothing. Just doing its own volume change.
It was doing its own thing earlier. It turned itself on by itself.
It's weird. The ghost in my house sets off the fire alarm all the time. Not even kidding. The ghost here, fuck with the stereo. This thing. Damn ghost made me go out, buy a new smoke detector, a new CO2 detector, and it still goes off. We're alive, so I'm assuming it's probably okay, right? We're not breathing anything in because it's been like a year and a half. Anything you want to do today? Upper traps and neck. Anyone else? All right. All right. I mean, honestly, the biggest cue I could give you all about your necks and your traps is don't let your head hang. Right? I see this all the time. Like this. This turns into this. Does that look like something that you want to create? No. What are we trying to do? Like way back here, right? So, I mean, I've been around this yoga game for a while. So I've heard shit like, let your head hang like ripe fruit. It feels so good in your neck. How? Right? How do you, well, it's the same thing in your upper back. How do you stretch muscles that are already stretched? You don't, right? You have to engage them. And you got to start taking them through their range of motion, right? So think of your rhomboids in your upper back. Those are the muscles between your shoulder blades. So when we do things like cobra, right, and we work through, or cat-cow, and we're working through the range of motion, that's how we're going to start to get things to open. Your spine, right, cat-cow. So we take it through its range of motion. That's how we get the muscles to release. Short muscles are weak muscles, right? Because they're not able to extend to where their true nature is and then contract all the way in. So we got to work on a couple things to make that a little bit better. That's why I do some things like, I try to do some dynamic movements with y'all, like downward dog to plank and different things like that, that works the shoulders and the upper back and the chest and areas that tend to be tight, right? This. How do we get all this to open up so then all this can go back in its home, right? Come on, let's give it a try. Take a nice seat, close the eyes. So the other thing I talk about in the upper traps is breathing underneath your armpits. So the ribs. Breathe in through the ribs and feel the ribs expand in all directions. My little idea is usually the cylinder, I say to y'all. Think of a cylinder, right? It has to expand in all directions. And that's what we want to do. Front to back, top to bottom, side to side. And as you do that, you're going to feel the shoulders, the shoulder girdle, get support from underneath. Instead of you just having to pull your shoulders up to your ears. Is that their action? Sure. but they're not there to hold your shoulder up all day long, right? Muscles work, concentric means short and eccentric means long, but they don't just want to hang, right, and hold on to these. There needs to be integration. And that's what you do when you breathe underneath your armpits, is you start to integrate some of those muscles that are now supporting the core, that are packing the spine, that are giving support underneath, so that the upper traps don't have to overwork. We want everything to settle in its home so it just does its own work. But that's not misalignments, right? Misalignments is something else is firing, is dominating. And in yoga, we're real mindful in our movements. So we want to feel it, and we want to see it, and we want to hear it, so that we can not just apply it in the yoga of here on the mat, but in the yoga of life. Our yoga goes with you. It goes everywhere with you. It's in the way you bend over and pick something up, or you reach, or how you interact with each other. Start here with your breath, from listening to yourself breathe, to slowing down the beginning of the inhale and pushing more on the end of the exhale, to counting out the breath. So think your inhale will be 2 or 3 seconds. Make your exhale the same 2 or 3 seconds. Find Ujjayi as the air rebounds off the back of the throat. Feel the breath controlled. We hold on to it. We keep it close, because we're going to use our breath in a few different ways to support us, right? To open us, to draw us back in, to set the tempo of our practice. Next inhale, let the arms lift. Think of the 2 or 3 seconds. Then for 2 or 3 seconds, let your fingertips come to touch, and your knuckle pads and the heels of your hands. 2 or 3 seconds, take another breath. For 2 or 3 seconds, exhale between the space of your palms. We say that breath travels down our arms to the back of our heart. And from the back of our heart, out in front of us. And one time together to initiate our practice. Together, the sound of Om. All together, deep breath in. As we softly bow our head to our heart, our head to each other's hearts. Inhale, lift the head. Open the eyes, release the hands. Let's go to puppy dog. Let's go to puppy dog. So puppy dog is the hips stacked up on top of the knees version. Sometimes the sit bones go towards the heels. We want to stay high up above the knees here. And then the arms are going to go overhead. The pointer fingers are going to be straight forward, or they're going to be turned out a little bit. That's going to be important to rooting the head of our arm bone into our shoulder socket. Right? If one thing's off, it's just going to trickle down. So you want to make sure you're set up right here. When the fingers turn into the midline, the pointer fingers, that's your shoulder peeling away from itself. When they turn out a little bit, that's it's integrating deeper. We want the integration. And then hug the hands in. Now keep the forearms lifting up away from the mat. Keep the inner biceps lifting up. While we're not bearing too much weight, feel the difference between lifting your inner biceps and your outer biceps. Your inner biceps are going to integrate the shoulder again. You're lifting your outer biceps, it's going to feel like the back of your shoulder peels away from your back. We don't want that. Now slide the back of your neck towards the ceiling so you feel those muscles in the back of your neck igniting. We want that. Those are the muscles we want to turn on right now. Pull your pelvic floor in, pull your belly in, and pull those shutters closed. You're going to feel that collapse in your middle back goes away. And now it's your multifidus is your muscle, your core muscle in your spine. You're feeling your spine real active right now. Now as the arms lift up, as the back of the inner biceps lift up, the back of the neck slides to the ceiling, soften the chest towards the mat. And there's the peel. And then look forward, TP your fingers on your right hand, thread that left hand underneath, take the twist. Now we're working the upper back a little more here. Keep that left arm rooted in. Don't disengage out of the socket. Keep it plugged in, and then when you twist through the spine. Inhale, come back to center, soften down the middle. When you're ready, TP the fingers on the left hand, thread the right hand underneath. If you need more space, you take your left elbow to the sky. That's going to give you a little more area to peek underneath. And then inhale, come back to center, soften down the middle. Next inhale, come up, all fours, hands and knees. Build up that low mountain. So start hugging the hands in, start squeezing those biceps. Start sweeping those inner heels out. Sweeping, I don't know what the hell that was coming out, but sweeping those inner heels out, but hug the shins in. So think of opposing forces like we've just been talking about. The heels, inner heels are sweeping out. So then what can the shins do? Can they go out? No, because the heels are. So you're hugging them in. You're pulling your heels to your butt. And then back to pelvic floor, back to belly, shudders. Same thing in the hands like you were doing before. The hands are hugging in, the forearms are squeezing, the biceps are engaged. And then when you're ready, oscillating cat-cow. So take the hips up, back, and around, forward, under, and down. Up, back, and around, forward, under, and down. We'll do 5 one way, and then we'll do 5 to side 2. So go slow. Stay with your breath. Now we're taking the spine through full range of motion. Yep, nice pace. Think of the 2 or 3 seconds, right, of the breath. After your 5 one way, pause, and then 5 side 2. Nice. After your 5 and side 2, we'll meet back in that low mountain. Take your time. Now take your right hand behind your head. When you draw your fingers into the back of your head, push the back of your head into your fingers and feel those muscles in the back of the neck ignite. Feel the upper back come back to neutral thoracic extension. Now inhale, take the elbow to the sky. Exhale, take it across the body. We'll do 5. Inhale, take the elbow to the sky. Think of the breath. Exhale, take it across the body. 2 or 3 seconds to take the elbow to the sky. 2 or 3 seconds to take it across the body. After your 5, we'll lower the right hand down. Then you'll take your left hand behind your head. But remember, pause for a breath or 2 and push out that head into your fingers as you draw the fingers in the head and feel the muscles ignite. Feel the spine go back to neutral. Then take the elbow to the sky and then take it across to the eye of that right elbow. As that left elbow reaches to the ceiling, drive that left knee down into the mat. Opposing forces. If we did the same thing above and below the waist, what would happen? You'd roll over towards the brick wall, right? When you took the elbow to the sky, you'd keep going that way. You want to drive the knee down. And then we'll meet back in that low mountain. Take a breath. When you're ready, step back to plank. And then back to downward dog. You want to bend your knees, bend your knees. You want to straighten your legs, whatever feels good to you. But work the upper body like we did before. Now we're bearing a little more weight, right? So the challenge goes up a little bit. But just like we prepped up, hug the hands in, keep the forearms lifting up, keep those inner biceps lifting up, slide the back of the neck forward to where the ceiling and the wall meet at the front of the room. Back to the core, pelvic floor, belly shudders. Now take the hands and push them down and forward. And your chest is going to work back towards your shins or your toenails. And then if you want to play in the legs, you engage the legs, right? So pull your heels to your butt to your heels, and then you'll play with that straight in the legs. And then inhale, come forward to plank, exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, come forward to plank, exhale, back to downward dog. Keep going. We'll do 5. Stay with your breath. Drive into that plank. It's a powerful pose. And as you reach back, right, feel where that action happens through the hip and through the shoulders. On your 5th one, which I think you're all about coming up on, come forward, chaturanga, inhale, cobra, baby cobra, take the 3 nice breaths. Now, remember we said these muscles stay stretched out. So here's our chance to really activate them, like you're squeezing a marshmallow between your shoulder blades. We're squeezing back. And then I always go head and throat back, but you certainly can look up if you want. And then lower the chest, push up through plank, back to downward dog. I always go throat back because that's more like a neutral neck, and that's what feels good in my practice. It gets the vertebrae to open up, right? But if you want to look up at the occipital. I'll talk about that when we get into our next one. Now keep playing with the pose. As you push the hands down and forward and you take the chest back towards your toenails, if you look to the sides, your cheeks or your ears would be in line with your biceps. That's how you know your arms are overhead. And then inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take 3 nice breaths. So if you're looking up, see, I want to look up here. There's this little bump. I want to look up here high in my neck as compared to here my throat closes. So look up high if you're looking up towards the sky. And then lower the chest or back to chaturanga. Push up through plank, back to downward dog. And this is the mindful shit that we talk about, right? This is what makes yoga different from other modalities, is we're really concentrating on following what should be that natural aligned way that the body moves. We don't give a shit how many reps we do, right? We want everything to be solid, controlled, right? Y'all are strong. You know how to accelerate. You know how to decelerate. You know how to stabilize. That's the game. Control your movements. Reach the right leg straight back. Step it through. Lunge. Yep. Even there, think of the reach back and then the step the knee through and then the deceleration, right? How you stop yourself. Now push down. That's top to bottom. Front to back is front heel back, back toes forward. Like think if you're on a sheet of ice, right? Your feet want to splay forward and back. You got to hug into the midline. And then side to side is, even though your shins aren't next to each other, you're still hugging in so you feel the insides of the thighs engage. The pelvic floor, the belly, when you hit those shudders, you feel the spine start to lift. Now slide the back of the neck towards the ceiling so the head isn't hanging. And when you're ready, inhale, come up, Virabhadrasana 1 crescent. Yep, power in the legs. On that back heel, reach it back behind you. Yeah, it'll help the leg even straighten more. Keep reaching up. Now take this left hand. Go all the way across your body. Bring the elbow to the outside of the thigh. When your right hand meets, push it together real strong. And use that power to start to twist open. Yes. One more breath. Inhale, come back to that warrior 1 crescent. Take a breath. Then exhale the hands down, step back, downward dog, move through 1 vinyasa. Nice, y'all. Beautiful poses. Remember, the pose is supposed to change, right, while we're holding it. We don't want to finish where we started. We want the pose to keep growing and moving forward. We're not talking inches of space. We might be talking little microns of space, but we want it all, right, because that's part of the alignment. Now reach the left leg back, then step it through. Then feel yourself slow it down, right? And now root it. Then engage it. That's where you start to push down and hug in. And then the expression is heel back, knee forward, crown of the head forward, breathing side to side. Each inhale is going to push down and hug in. And then each exhale is going to express out, whatever that might mean to you. Expression or organic side of the pose is a reach, bend, twist, fold, soften your face, right? Something like that. The muscle energy is always the good hug in. So start hugging in, build all that power up, and when you're ready, inhale, come up, Vera-1 crescent. Crescent just keeps the back heel up. It's going to keep the back, the lumbar here and these SI joints nice and square through the pelvis. We want that. Narrower is harder, wider is a little freer. Maybe curl back in the pose. Feel that peel come up the belly and your chest and your neck and your face. Feel it come up your arms and up and out of your fingers. One more breath. Then take this, inhale, come up if you're deep. Take this right hand across the body. Bring it to the outside of the thigh. Let that left hand meet. Use that force feedback to twist open. Right? The more you push your hands together, you feel the energy run up your arms, into your shoulders, and your chest, and your back. Twists happen from your spinal, from those spinal erectors, and from your obliques. One more breath. And then inhale, come back to that warrior one. Take the breath. When you're ready, exhale the hands down. Step back, downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Nice, y'all. Keep your pace. Remember, the breath is going to set the tempo for you. Keep pushing those hands down and forward. Keep sliding the back of that neck forward so your chin doesn't hang to the midline, to the middle. And you should feel, it should be challenging. Think of those muscles. They're allowed to be deficient all day when we're forced to stare at that phone or the computer. Right now we're making them work. And what I always tell you about muscles, they're lazy. They don't want to work. They're looking for the path of least resistance at every chance that they get. You have to turn them on. Look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands, swing your arms up. Right? You got to activate that shit. Now charge those legs up. Freer will be a little wider. Challenging will be a little more narrow. Charge the legs up. Keep the belly in and the sit bones down. Maybe curl back in the pose. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands behind your back. Fill the ribs up first. See, if I just do this, I'm just going to stress my upper traps out. I got to go this way. Now that I'm bringing my shoulders up in line with the base of my neck, where their neutral space is, now you can reach your hands down towards the floor. You always hear me say, well, manipulate the ribs out, right? That's what'll happen. You'll kind of tweak the ribs and this will happen. Fill them up with breath. Yep, then as the shoulders go back, you feel the stretch through the chest and the front of your shoulders. And then as the hands go away from your back, you feel it in your forearms and your biceps. Exhale, release, swing the arms up, take a nice big reach. Maybe curl back a little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. I've been working on y'all with the short arms, right? Notice if those arms are plugged in or if you're disengaging the head of the arm bone to get your hands to the floor. Not a fair trade-off, right? That rotator, those rotator cuffs are not strong enough to do that. It will catch up with us, right? Maybe not this moment, but it will later. We want to be integrated, where we've been using that word a lot already. So that means you want to plug the heads of the arm bones into the shoulder sockets. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up. I think I did this last night with some of y'all. Bring the arms in front, plug them in. Now that's too much, not enough, right? I'm plugged in. Now try to fold here. Those hands are further away, right? Work through the backs of the legs. Work through the muscles. So it's calves, hamstrings, spinal erectors. Those are the muscles that we're stretching. Yeah, that's how your arms should be in your forward fold. Now, inhale, look forward, charge the legs, lengthen the spine, and when you fold, you might notice that your fingertips got closer to the floor. Or maybe you can lower your block a little bit. Some of you are going palms flat. Some of you are going back of the hands flat, wherever you want to play. Take your fold where it needs to go. And remember, it doesn't always need to go as far as you can go. Right? Sometimes it just needs to go into a nice neutral place. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, take a big reach. Sit back into Utkatasana, chair pose. So get those butts back. Yep. Keep sitting back. Take your right hand, go across the body, bring the elbow to the outside of the thigh. Push the right hand, push the left hand into it. What did I say? Did I go the wrong way?
No,
I might have.
everyone else is right.
Keep sitting back. Lift those chests up. Yeah, inhale, come back to that chair. Sit back deep. Swap side two. Push the hands together. Use that feedback, right? That's energy you're already making. You might as well use it now to help yourself. Stay engaged in the upper body. One more breath. Inhale, come back to that chair. Sit back deep. Push down, rise up. Awesome, y'all. Exhale, fold. Short arms. What? Oh, sorry. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. There was a time in yoga we actually touched each other. We would hold each other's legs and shit, like your sweaty leg would come across and the person would be like, I got you, right? And hold it. Yeah, there was that time. Bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, downward dog, move through your vinyasa 3 times. Stay with your breath. All right, keep that nice pace. We'll meet back in downward dog. That head fall, keep sliding the back of that neck towards where the ceiling and the wall meet at the front of the room. Reach the right leg straight back, step it through, lunge, spin the back heel, come up, bent arm to bent knee, extended side angle. Balance beam pose, so heel in line with arch, right? Set that up. Back toes turn forward a little bit. Plug that left arm in. Sweep that bicep up along the cheek. Keep ripping those feet together. Keep opening up that right side body so we don't side crescent. If you want to go hand down to the block or the floor, go for it. Keep going sit bone to heel, or keep sweeping that heel towards me over here. And feel the knee going towards the brick. Feel the inside of the thigh opening up. One more breath. Push down in your front heel. Inhale, come up tall into that warrior 2. Take the palm up. Slowly for 2 or 3 seconds. Slide back into reverse warrior. What wants to happen? You want to dump back into it just like I would, right? No, we got to go with our breath, and that takes 2 or 3 seconds. Now, front knee, bend it forward, back on top of the ankle if it moves back with you. Ribs on that right side. Breathe to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Inhale. Exhale, curls back. Peels them. Yep. Inhale, come back up to that warrior 2. Spin the hands down to the floor. Spin the back heel up. Downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Nice, y'all. Beautiful poses. Right, keep working right here. Yeah. But now, pull the shutters closed a little bit to bring, yes. Yeah, dude, that was deep. Awesome. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through, lunge. Spin that back heel. Bent arm to bent knee, pars the side 2. See, when you turn these toes forward, right, that gives you the ability for the inner thigh, right, to go this way, back and up. That's internal rotation of your thigh. So that's integrating, right? We want that. You don't want that thigh to collapse down, right, because that's not having any power in it. So keep pushing strong into your legs. If you're going to go hand to the block or the floor, go for it. If you're going to go belly and shutters to rotate, right, feel that connect to the spine. And then take the top of the ribs back and the bottom of the ribs forward. Yeah, and now breathe. Settle into the pose. This is the best part. This is like where the shake and shit's happening. That's it. One more breath. Now push into your front heel. Come up tall into the warrior two. So we're like peeling up out of our waist. Then we're going to take the palm up for 2 or 3 seconds. Inhale. Exhale back 2 or 3 seconds. I say to you all the time, I think that's one of the most challenging things we do, is to truly work with our breath. Because it's a long time, 2 or 3 seconds, right, to go back into that pose. That's just how the game is played. Don't let that right thigh come forward. Keep rooting it back. And then big breath on the left ribs. Curl back on it. One more breath. The inhale comes back to that warrior two. Then spin the hands down to the floor. Spin that back heel up, downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. When you get back to downward dog, exhale, lower your knees. Just take a little break. Vajrasana, child's pose. Whatever feels good to you. All right, full breath in, complete breath out. Don't worry, when you watch the Phillies later tonight, you can probably hold your breath a little bit.
That first inning last night, oh. Did Flyers play tonight?
Is it tonight? I'm not sure. Is it tonight? All right, let's meet all fours, hands and knees. When you're ready, step back to plank. Downward dog. Keep your hands down. Swivel to the outside of the right foot, inside of the left. Yep, keep those hands down. Feel that left side body peel open. Inhale, come back to center, swivel, side two. Feel that right side body peel. So if right's peeling, what's left doing? Engaging, right? Inhale, come back to center. Work through one vinyasa. You get to downward dog, look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands. Swing your arms up, take a nice big reach. You want to curl back a little bit, curl back that little bit. You want to stay up straight, and then inhale, come up, exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Take your feet so that they're shoulders width or even mats width. They're parallel like train tracks. This is what they want to do, right? So we got to go sweep inner heels out. Now fill the ribs up with breath. And then you can exhale, take the shoulders back a little bit. Yep. Next exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Keep going, your breath. So now we're doing a little more active or a little more dynamic forward fold. So think of what we're doing. We're taking those muscles in the back bodies, especially those hamstrings, and we're coming from short to long, right? We take them through their range of motion. One more. And then when you come up, exhale, release. Heel toe back in so your hips width apart. Take the arms up overhead. Bring that right hand behind your head, left hand to your elbow. Lats are strong. I do this for lats, is why I try to do this with y'all. Lats do this, like a lat pull down, right? But they also do this, internal rotation. So we want to peel this open. This is one of the restrictors to the arms going up overhead, right? To truly getting up to this space. What wants to happen when your arm goes overhead? This, right? When you close this, this wants to come back down. It's because we don't have the length here. Exhale, release, inhale the arms up, swap. That's it. Keep pushing your head back in your forearm. Yep. Feel the little draw up on the fingers. Then exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Take the right hand to the outside of the left calf or shin. Take that little twist here and forward fold. Feel free to flare the arm up if you want. If you flare that left arm up to the sky, you want to bring the back of the right hand to the outside of your shin, of your calf muscle there. So you go external rotation of that arm. Inhale, come back to center, soften down the middle. When you're ready, swap. Yep, play wherever feels good to you. Feel how neutral the hips are. Feel where the twist. I do this twist a lot with y'all because it's really in that middle upper back, right where it should be. Inhale, come back to center. Next inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, big reach. Let that right hand grab that left wrist and plug that right leg up so we can start warming up the balance. Take the side bend towards the bricks. So split the energy, right? Opposing forces. From the hip, it goes down into the heel, but from the hip, it then goes up through the side body, through those ribs, through the arms. Inhale, come up, swap the hand, plug the left leg up. The hip settles to the bricks just a little bit as we side bend over towards the wall with the window and the door. Pull the belly in, pull those shutters closed, take the head back, take the arms back a little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Fold. Inhale, look forward. Walk the hands out in front. Reach the right leg straight back. Come to standing split. Get your left heel heavy so your left toes could move. So you do that by reaching your right heel to the wall behind you until you feel your left heel get nice and heavy. And you can move your toes if you want on your left foot. Keep lifting from the inner edge of the thigh. You want to stay here, stay here. You want to twist. Its right hand stays down, left elbow draws back. Maybe you reach up to the sky. Keep the right hip solid. So keep reaching the heel back behind you. Yes, one more breath if you're in the twist. Inhale, come back to center. Everybody, when you're ready, lower that right leg down. Take a breath. Reach the left leg straight back. Standing split, side two. You okay? You feel dizzy? If you feel dizzy, just lay on your back and hug your knees into your chest. If you're going to go for the twist, the left hand stays down. Draw the right elbow back. Keeps the blood from running to your feet and your legs and brings it back up to your head so you shouldn't feel as dizzy. Just lay and relax a couple minutes. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center if you're in the twist. Everybody lower the leg. Walk the hands back in. Sit back as the knees bend. Swing the arms up. Take a big reach. Awesome. Curl back that little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, downward dog. Move through your vinyasa 3 times. So just flow through a little bit. Nice pace, y'all. Take your time. We'll meet back in downward dog, all right, after those 3. Roll to the outside of the right foot, stack the left foot on top or in front. Don't move your right hand. Leave it where it is for downward dog. Just roll to the outside of that right foot. That way the shoulder stays integrated. Yep, arms are going up. Maybe take that arm. If you do both arms and levitate that shit out, you know I'd love to see it. Spread the toes on the left foot. Maybe lift the leg up. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. We'll do 3. Exhale it down. Stay with your breath. But lead with the outer heel. Don't lead with the pinky toe. After your 3, everybody inhale, come back to plank. Push back downward dog. Take a breath. Full breath in, complete breath out. Right? Recover here. You know downward dog. Not that it's easy. It's just a familiar pose. So you recover a little bit. Roll to the outside of the left foot. Stack the right foot on top or in front. Push out of the big toe mounds like you're pushing on a gas pedal. If you want to lift that leg, lift the leg. Push. Push in the block. No. Put your foot here. Push. That. Lift the leg, lower it down, do 3. Yes. And then everybody, when you're ready, inhale, come back to plank. Push back, downward dog. You okay? You want someone to walk you down? Relax, and I'll keep, if you want to go downstairs, we can have someone walk you down. If you feel like you can make it on your own. Okay. If you need me, though, don't hesitate to grab me. Stop and grab me. Okay. I'll see you later. Feel better. Exhale, lower your knees. Hero's pose. So the space between our knees will all be different, but everybody, the outsides of the shins will be parallel with the mat. Unsickle your feet, so you're going to turn them out a little bit. Take your right hand behind you and your left hand to the outside of your thigh. Sit up tall, twist. If you want to peek over your shoulder, you get into the neck a little bit more. If you have neck issues, safest is head in line with your chest. But if you want to peek up, just leave all that stuff. Just leave all that. Yeah. I'll take care of all that. And then inhale, come back to center. Pause. Swap side 2. Left hand behind, right hand to the outside of the thigh. Take the twist. Maybe even peek over that left shoulder. Feel that twist through the spine. Inhale, come back to center. Pause. Next inhale, come up all 4s, and then just open up the knee and the hip. So reach that right leg back. Belly's in, though. This is what wants to happen. Boom, belly to the floor. You got to go this way. Belly to spine. Just like that's too much, belly to spine, right? That's not enough. So I got to find where that sweet spot is. And then lower the knee, swap side 2 if you haven't already. Lower the knee. You're just going to bring your knees together, walk your hands back, and come to a squat. Inhale the arms up, twist towards the brick wall. All right, so here's the twist if you want to stay here. You can stay here in the twist. If you want to work in the twisted crow, you take your knees and open them towards the wall with the window and the door. So you can bend that left elbow and get your knees to go a little higher above your elbow. Come up high on your tippy toes. Bend both elbows. Wedge the outside of that right thigh to the back of the arm. You can see them going to Ekapada Kunyasana 2 is bottom leg forward, top leg back. Right, bring your top leg, come to Dvipada, like left leg forward. Yes, yes. Now bend the knees. And now watch it unwind back out of that. Now he'll come back out of it. Yes, thank you. You looked good, I had to ask. How do we make out? Pretty good, right? Remember, there's a stop for everyone. If you've never done this before, and right, you're here, we're further than we were last practice, right? And that's all we ever ask out of our practice. Can we move it forward a little bit? All right, let's try side two. So we inhale, we got to get tall, right? There's no sense in twisting if we don't make space. Now we got the space, we can twist. Then the hands can go down, we keep them close to us. So that already the back of your arm is touching your thigh. But you're going to make it better by opening the knees to the bricks and bending the elbow a little bit deeper, that right elbow, so that the knees go even higher. Then you're going to look forward. And as you look forward, the weight's going to start to go forward. High on the tippy toes to get the space. Yes. And then if you're going to link it, the bottom leg forward. Yeah, kick that bottom leg, Robin. Keep going. Bottom leg, bottom leg. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Yep. There's the linking. And then you unwind. You know, I like to do that a lot. I like to unwind y'all. Like the way we go in, we just kind of work our way right back out. That was awesome. All right. On our knees. Take your right leg over your left. Take your feet apart. I haven't tried this in a little while. Let's see how it feels. Okay. Reach down to this left side, pull the sit bone back and out, and then same thing with the right. So that you try to get this right side, the right sit bone, to root down to the mat a little bit more. That's the why you do that, right? So we bring a little more balance to it. I won't be here long with y'all because I already kind of feel this a little bit, but while we're here, right knee is up, so left elbow needs to be up. So we take our left arm, we plug it in. See, here's that left elbow up. If I did both the same side, what's going to happen? I'm going to be weighted heavy on one side. This is going to bring the balance. Then the right hand out to the side, fingernails forward. You're going to bend the elbow, wiggle the hand up till you clasp your fingers. Or you're going to drop the strap from your left hand into your right. Now you can stay up tall here, but use the feedback, right? Push your head into your forearm and use that to sit up tall. If you want to hinge, we want to hinge at our hip crease, not at our belly like this. It's this way. Hinge at your hip. Yeah. Yep. If you're in the fold, inhale, come up. Wherever you're at, unwind the arms, then unwind the legs. Spin back to that all fours with your knees touching. Then you're going to take your left over your right. Get it nice and tight, especially if you're tight in the back of the hip. This is my tight spot, so my knees are going to want to pull apart. So when I start real as tight as possible. I know I'm not going to be able to hang on to that. I know it's going to pull apart, but I'm going to start as deep as I can. And then as you sit back, right, see you start to pull apart a little bit on me, but I started as neutral as I can. And now I'm going to grab that right sit bone, pull it at the bottom, back and out, and then the top. And we're here in the back of the hip, sides of the hip, right? All good stuff in here. Left knee is up, so right elbow has to go up. Left hand out to the side, fingernails go forward. So you're not going to get any more out of this left one. To get your hands to clasp, take your right shoulder blade to the wall behind you. And that's how you're going to get your hands to clasp. Nice, y'all. If you're going to go for that fold, go for it. But keep pushing your head back into your forearm so those muscles in the back of the neck stay ignited. That upper back is nice and connected. When you're ready, inhale, come up, unwind the arms, then the legs, We'll meet back at that all fours, and then same thing as we did before. Just take one leg back, open up the knee and the hip. Take a couple breaths. When you're ready, lower it down. Swap side two. Lower it down. All right, grab your mats, find a spot on the wall. We'll go upside down. If you're at home, you don't have the wall to kick up on, you can always lay on your mat, knees bent, feet are on the floor. You're going to interlace your hands behind your thigh as you reach your heel up to the sky, take a bunch of breaths, and swap into side two. If you're at home or in the studio, it's not your day to invert, feel free to go legs up the wall, do a pose that feels good to you, okay? I'm going to talk everyone through downward dog and L pose, but if you want to play with handstand, headstand, tripod pincha, any of the twisting inversions, tripod, the twisted crow, wide-legged forward fold, and then you twist to tripod, the twisting the legs, you could play with that, all right, anything you want to mess with. Once I get everybody up, Trina's walking around, feel free to grab her with any questions. Once I get everybody up, I'll come around as well, grab me if you need me to. So if you're going on your own, go for it. If you're going to stick with me, all fours, hands and knees, feet are touching the wall. Like that low mountain like we worked earlier. When you're ready, lift the knees and the hips, short downward dog. Step one foot in, and then the second foot. Nice, y'all. If you're in downward dog, your knees are going to be bent. If you're in L pose, your legs are going to be straight. But everybody wants to bring their chest towards the wall that their feet are on. If you're in downward dog and L pose. If you're in handstand or pincha or something like that, you'd be bringing your chest towards the middle of the room. Nice, y'all. Nice, Nat. That was nice. Nice, Robin. Yes, locked in, nice. Nice. Awesome. Feel free to try a couple things, right? We're going to be here for at least another minute, minute and a half maybe, so play around. You did? Really? Felt okay going overhead? Feel strong? Well, dude, like, that's why I've been pushing you to do, like all that, like, this work we've been doing downstairs with the kettlebells, all the strength on your shoulders, so you feel confident when you do something. Right? I don't want it to be like, oh, I'm just not sure. I want you to be sure. Yeah. You know what you do downstairs. You're like, no, I can do that. I can hold myself up. It's a shame that it takes us 6 months or a year to actually, but sometimes it just does, right? Like, dude, you're right. You're right. I'm not letting the old guy in, but he bangs on the door a lot. It's like this on the door, like, dude, no, like, go away, but keeps leaving me stuff. What's up? What's going on? Maybe 30 seconds or so. If you feel you're going to kick up, go for it. If you feel inverted out, we're going to meet on our backs. I'm going to keep it pretty classic today with the back bends. Classic for me being bridge and wheel. Supported bridge as always, right? So when you're ready, we'll meet on our backs. The block goes at your sacrum, okay? So that's the solid part of your pelvis if you're going to do supported bridge. If you're going to do bridge or wheel, I'm going to talk you through, okay? So We're going to go on our backs, knees are bent, feet are on the floor. They're hips width apart, and we can feel our heels with our fingertips. That's getting your knees to stack up on top of your ankles. That's what the feel your heel thing is. Start with the neutral pelvis, so sacrum is flat again, right? Even without the block. Head and shoulders are back. Charge those legs up, right? Back bends are 90% legs, 10% back bend. So fire your legs up. Belly and shudders with the head and the shoulders back. Slowly lift the hips. Think of the 2 or 3 second thing. Because y'all are strong, right? I tell you that all the time. And it'd be easy for you to overlift your hips. So be careful that you don't bring the thighs forward. The easiest way to kind of feel and see that is if your knees splay out to the side, you've gone too high. And then you're here where the thighs are forward instead of here where the thighs are back. So there should still be that lightest little crease at your hip. Now take the shoulders under a little bit deeper. We've interlaced our hands a bunch of times today. If you want to interlace your hands behind your back, go for that. But remember, don't just yank your hands to your heels. Take an inhale, then start to reach the hands down towards the feet. Now you won't get a big of a breath here, right? Because we're squeezing where our lungs are in our upper back. But that's just how the game is played. And then if the hands are clasped, release, slowly lower down, take the feet wide, let the knees touch, one hand on your heart and one hand on your low belly. So on the second one, I'll first bring you to bridge and then wheel, so play wherever feels good to you. All right, inhale, open the knees, reset the feet, bring the arms along the sides. Charge the legs up. With the head and the shoulders back, slowly lift the hips, come to bridge. If you're going to go to wheel, place your hands wide to the edges of your mat, and you want to turn your hands out. And that's going to bring the elbows in line with the outside of the shoulders so you can integrate and plug your shoulders back. When you're ready, push down and come up. Another way, once you're up, you kind of pump your heart towards the wall that you're looking at, and you keep sliding the arms and the shoulders deeper into the back. Reach the knees forward, upper palate of the mouth back in your bridge so the throat opens up. When you're ready, slowly lower down. Take the feet wide, let the knees touch. If your right hand was on your heart, left hand on your heart. That opposite hand on your low belly. Full breath in, complete breath out. I like this time in practice because you could really feel the energy, right? We just literally flip shit the opposite way of where it usually goes. Inversion, back bends, right? You could feel that right now. And then windshield wiper the knees side to side. When you balance your sides out, come to neutral. Hug those knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Make a couple small circles on your low back or on that sacrum if that feels good. When you balance your sides out, come to neutral. Keep your knees bent, lower your feet to the floor. Grab your block. Put your block either between your knees or between your calves. Between your calves is going to be a little more challenging. Between your knees is going to be a little more accessible. Neither of them are going to be that easy. They're both going to be challenging, but find where you need to be. Bend the knees towards your chest again and bring your shins parallel with the floor. For a little support, you take your hands out to the side, your palms down. Yep. Now you're going to lower your knees to the right. Exhale. You're going to inhale back up. Exhale to the left. Inhale back up. Keep it going. Now keep your heels sweeping away from each other. They're going to try to go in, so you're going to sweep them out. You got shins in, right? Because you're squeezing the block into the midline, so you feel the whole insides of the thighs, whether the block's by the calves or by your knees, you're feeling that those adductors engage. The belly stays in, the shutters stay closed. Keep going here. Taking a little more of this dynamic twist. And then let's go one more each side. So if you started on the right, finish on the left. When you finish both sides, lower with the knees bent, lower your feet to the floor, remove the block. Yep. Take it to the side. Reach the legs out straight, reach the arms up overhead. Take a big stretch. Spread the fingers and spread the toes. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock yourself up to a seated position. Half Lord of the Fishes, Ardha Matsyendrasana. So you're going to bend your right leg, and you take your left leg over the top, like this. We're going to reach down to our right sit bone, pull it back and out the bottom side. Then the top knee side, we're going to do the same. So we could try to get this top leg to root down, the sit bone to root down a little more. Now push down the big toe mound. Take your left hand behind you. We're twisting to the up knee. So you're taking this right hand to the outside of that knee. Yep. Use your left hand to sit up tall. So push it back behind you. It's going to sit you up tall. And then you're going to twist towards the up knee. Yep. Again, maybe peeking over the shoulder if that feels good in the neck, or keeping the head in line with the chest. We feel that work through the neck, that work through the upper back. We still feel nice and tall here, right? That's what the pushing the hand back is. If you want to hit Ekapada Kunyasana 1 out of this, you certainly can. So you unwind a little. Go ahead, Trina. Outside of the thigh to the arms, you're taking the bottom leg forward and the top leg back.
Ouch.
That was it.
I slipped.
Yep.
That was a shoot.
Now, we're all grown. Inhale, come back to center. Actually, I think shit is like my one word I use all the time in practice. Swap side 2. Or swap the legs, right? Or that's the breakdance version of going into side 2. You want to break dance over, go for it. Yep. We just take a couple breaths. We feel this on the outside of the hip again, right? Similar to where we were earlier in Gomukhasana and cow facing, just a little more open and now adding the twist into it. Then your right hand goes behind, sits up tall. The left bent elbow to the top of the knee, twist towards the up knee. Active from your feet up through your legs, like you're hugging your shins in together, even though they're not next to each other. And you feel the insides of the thighs engage, you feel a lift. And you feel that work through the spine as you get tall, and then you twist. Awesome. If you're going to hit the arm balance, you unwind the halfway, the hands go down like downward dog, the outside of the thigh to the back of the arm, and that bottom leg is going forward. The top leg's reaching back to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Oh. Inhale, unwind. Undo the legs, lay flat back. Take your arms up overhead, reach your legs out, right? Take a big stretch. Hug those knees to your chest. Give that little hug again. Keep your right knee in, take your left leg out. Roll towards that left hip, keep the right shoulder rooted. Keep the out seam of that top leg, that right thigh reaching forward. So sometimes we take our thumb, right here at the hip crease, we're going to persuade that forward. It's going to feel like our hip moves down and away from our ribs. We want that. Now that's below the waist. So now breathe above the waist. Split the energy. Yep. And then twist that right shoulder back down into the mat. Awesome. Inhale, come back to center. Pause. When you're ready, hug that left, keep that left knee hugging in, take that right leg out. You're going to roll towards the right hip. Left shoulder stays rooted. That little bit of persuasion in the top of the thigh. Don't lose your belly. Don't lose your shudders. Remember, we don't want any manipulation out of those ribs. We want the true rotation, the twist. One more breath. And then inhale, come back to center. Take the legs out straight. Reach the arms up overhead. Feel all that space we make, all that decompression we did in that spine. When you're ready, hug your knees to your chest. Take your knees wide, come to happy baby. Knees are wider than your shoulders. And as you draw your knees towards your ears, you get that nice opener inside the thighs, back of the hip. If you want to go one leg out or both legs out, you certainly can. That'd be the back of the legs, hamstrings. Try to keep this sacrum flat. We don't want to roll to our lumbar spine. And when you're ready, inhale the knees to center. Exhale the legs out straight. We'll take Shavasana. I'm going to talk everyone through laying flat, but you're more than welcome to do a variation if you like. And here as we lay back, we let the legs stretch out. The feet gently roll open. The arms come along the sides. Let those open palms turn to the sky and feel the way the shoulders settle back. Let your head rest back. Maybe let your eyes close. Allow the tongue to soften from the roof of the mouth. Because here we let the body get heavy. Let the muscles, the skin lay on the muscles on the bones down into the yoga mat. Our mind turns back to the breath. Each exhale as it clears and removes and makes space so that inhale can draw in something new. All that hard work that we did, the change that we made. And the heart opens. The heart collects to practice and prepares to move it into the yoga of life. The practice of life. And yoga shows us how to get through those challenging moments, whether it's on the mat or in the steps of our day. Right? We take a breath, we set a foundation, we engage. So when we express, it's the best that we can. Begin here to draw in a deeper breath. The breath as it washes over the body, your toes, your fingers, the crown of your head, your heart. We reawaken that better version of ourselves. Crisper, clearer, more in tune. As the fingers and the toes wiggle, maybe the arms and the legs stretch or reach, move in a way that feels good to you. Taking your time, moving slowly and consciously. When you're ready, you can hug your knees to your chest. Roll to the right side. Take a breath or two here. When you're ready, push your hands down, come up to a seated position. We'll meet together with our eyes closed and our hands in front of our hearts. And one time together to seal in our practice, our time together, the sound of Om. Deep breath in. We softly bow our head to our heart, our head to each other's hearts. For all of that hard work and that determination, that challenge, the love and the support you always give each other, it's to you that I bow. Namaste. Thanks, crew. Good to see everyone. You know, if you have any questions or anything, grab me before you leave, grab us before you leave. Anything feels weird, definitely. Maybe I'll see some of y'all next week. If not, I'll see you soon. Thanks, y'all.